Hi there. This is Walking and Talking. So now I'm walking on the railroad and I would like to talk about metaphysics. Yeah, it's so difficult, but so my goal is not to fall, and the point is to fall down, and the point is continue self-talk and simultaneously be focused on on where I put my foot on. Okay, so metaphysics, it's actually strongly connected to our topic, egoism. And let's try to look at the world as if everybody else was just a fucking robot, and you are alone in the whole world. You are conscious, and it seems like if you, well, let's suppose if you're an animal, you don't have sophisticated logic which can help you to figure out that all other animals are also alive. You probably may feel as if you are the only alive thing in the world. I'm not sure how animals feel, but certainly it's possible for you, and there is even some mindset egocentrism. I'm not sure whether it's called egocentrism or not, but it's probably called egocentrism. So when you just perceive the world as if you are only one alive person, and everybody else just some puppets, and you don't understand. Well, in that case, you don't understand, of course, their desires, their motives, other people, and it's like you are an absolute egoist. So whatever you do, it's like whatever you feel, you consider as being yourself. And if you don't feel something, you don't care about it. Basically, it's like your nervous system is like the the end of your world, and therefore your actions, whatever you are doing, is completely determined by maybe getting some pleasure and avoiding some pain. Let's say if you can get pleasure, even little pleasure from, for example, killing somebody, you will not hesitate to do that, even if it makes somebody dead. I wanted to say unhappy, but yeah, I guess that's more appropriate word. It's like ultimately unhappy. Okay, so you have this mindset, and you're an absolute egoist. And well, it's also very close to the idea of solipsism, because when you think that you are the only alive person in the whole world, you are kind of solipsist. So you believe that everything else is you, everything what you perceive is you. It's like the whole universe is you, and all other people, they are also you as well. But at this given moment, you don't feel, or no, you don't feel them, but you. Okay, it's more complicated. I think now, and it's not even superficial. It's 70% wrong, because solipsism is. It's not what I'm trying to say. It's much more different. But the point is that when you feel that you are only a live person, and you can't prove it Like it's impossible that somebody else is alive. At least you are this somebody else. So, and if you take this mindset, at some point you may figure out that you are also not alive, and it's determinism. So it's like the next state of development of solipsism is an absolute determinism, because use logic. Whoa! I fell down, but it was on purpose because train is coming. Okay, so I need to talk about solipsism. And yeah, solipsism, egoism, they are both made out of this soul. Soul, it's like your soul, your spirit, and ego are pretty much the same notions, terms. A soul on train. Hey, I want to go back to the railroad. Yeah, since I fell down, I also lost the train of my thought. No, train of thought. It's like, yeah. Usually you must follow the certain railroad when you talk about something. But sometimes it's okay to have 100 trains of thought simultaneously and jump from one to another all the time. Okay, coming back to this idea of solipsism and determinism. I said that determinism is next stage of development of solipsism. So since you started using logic, let's suppose that you've been an absolute solipsist for a while, and then you somehow realized that that other people are not just alive, but they are the same thing as you, and it's like, since you hold this idea that they can't feel, that they don't feel anything, that they are, whatever they are, they're just mere puppets and robots. At some point you realize that you are the same thing. You're a fucking robot, not just for them, but for it's just the way it is. So you're a dumb robot. Whatever you're doing, it's also completely predetermined by the past. So it's like there's no way to make any decision. You think, oh, it's like I am a thing that makes decisions, and other people, they're just, wow, I fell down once more without train. Okay, so another people, they are just who they are. They're just tools, or whatever you do, it affects them, but they can't do anything on their own. And yeah, you may believe in that, but then somehow you realize that it's not true. In the real world, either everybody has their free will, which is absolutely impossible, because in that case nobody, it's like remember there's difference between strong and weak will, but again it seems to be impossible, because eventually all will, it's like in capitalism, all money will be in one hand, in one person's hand. The same with will, so all will be in one particular person, and it's a god or whatever it is. But yeah, either all decisions, all wheels. There was some comparison. Yeah, either everybody makes decisions and everybody has free will, or nobody has it. And if you are a solipsist or egoist, you think I have free will, nobody else has it. If you're a determinist, you think nobody has free will, including me. We all are just, mere puppets. But it doesn't mean that you don't do anything. It means just like your perception of the world is always wrong. So your thinking and your actions are, so it's like, well, they're determine each other, but it's not that it's like you think, for example, that I may do this or that. It's like I may continue walking and talking, turn off the camera and think about what I just said. But actually there's only one way, and this way is predetermined by not only my actions, but by all actions made by all people now, in the future, in the past, all the time. So it's like, yeah, and we come to this non-duality again, because when you're an absolute determinist, you're also a non-dualist. But then there's another stage, and it's skepticism, because you say, okay, it's like, it's just whatever I say, it's like my mind isn't a perfect tool to understand reality. My mind is just a tool to keep me alive, and to make me believe that I am alive, and that's all. Because look, the whole universe is like, it exists infinitely long time, and it will exist probably another infinity. And in this universe there's too many things around, and too many people, and all these sciences and all this stuff, and somehow you believe that you can understand all of this with your little brain, which is, as you know, neuroscientists say is the most complex thing in the universe, your brain. But I think it's really exaggerated, because just look at me, at how many stones are here. Like, do you think these stones, it's like our brain has how many 100 trillions or milliards, 100 billion? No, billions, yeah. I guess it's 100 billions, and there's too many connections. But you know how many pieces of sand in the world and how many connections between them. Okay, it seems I lost the track. I lost the train of my thoughts and started talking about neuropsychology. Yeah, I have this idea of starting learning it in English, because when I was thinking in Russian, and when I was working on developing my Russian language, before I quit, I was engaged in studying neuropsychology, and I spent a lot of time. I watched a couple of courses of lectures by Dubinin. I also watched some lectures on Crash Course. I read some articles. I read the whole book. It's like a textbook about neurophysiology. Well, I was thinking about it too much. When I shifted to English, I started thinking more about linguistics and about language, about thinking, and I stopped studying neurophysiology. But somehow last few days or maybe a week, this thought came to my mind that I need to come back to studying neurophysiology because it's so cool. Because since you like by studying, of course I don't mean memorizing all these terms and understanding what's going on, but just thinking about it and writing and talking about it. And of course then probably reading something and trying to understand it better. Because talking about neurophysiology is pretty cool, even if you're a stupid boring professor, even if you're like Dubunin, for example. He's just talking. I wouldn't call him boring, but yeah, I wouldn't call him exciting as well. He just talks about this subject but the subject is so complicated, and that's what makes it so interesting. So it's like there are 20 lectures. Each lecture is almost a couple of hours, or an hour and 30 minutes, I don't remember exactly. And during these lectures he talks and talks and talks and talks about neuro. Wow! Well, I fell down once more last time. Oh, I need to finish 16. Yeah, it's different time perception when I walk on the railroad than when I walk on the street. Okay, Dubunin, yeah, neuropsychology, I'll think about it later. Now I need to finish. So, talk to you later.